Peace, peace, peace. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Slaying Hope. And I got a very important video for us today, right? If it's the first time on my channel and you're rocking with it, make sure you share my content, you subscribe, you place your bell notifications. They're playing a lot of games with my channel on the viewing. Trying to say there's only a few people that got the bell notifications on. I know they're playing their shadow ban game because I just pay attention to my analytics. But if you could do that, I appreciate it. If you could click the link below in the description, there's also access to a documentary that I'm in, We Came to Heal. Also, you can have access to my book, Who Profits When Black Men Gangbang. So let's get back to the video. All right, this video I want to talk about something very important, right? Like that is taking place in our community. And I want to talk to the brothers. I mean, it's like for everybody, but mainly for the brothers, right? But yo, everything that you don't like about your woman lives within you, bro. Because these women raised you, right? And oftentimes they raised you without your dad being around or other male figures. And if we did have male figures, we gravitated to other men that also were raised the same way like us. So some of us are lacking certain things or lacking certain components of manhood, masculinity, right? Even though it's broad, means different things to different people, it's also a very range of similarities, right? But what do I mean by what I said, right? A lot of times I hear men nag about, oh, the woman don't listen. Bro, you don't be listening either. Talk about the women don't respect. Bro, you don't be respecting either, right? We talk about, oh, the women are being divisive. Bro, you be divisive too. We talk about, oh, the women are not like cooperating. Like, bro, you don't be cooperating either, right? Like, it's a lot of things that we say about our women that applies to you, bro. And you, I'm looking at myself, right? So it's applying to me too. You, bro, you say she's too emotional. A lot of you have emotional outbursts, can't control them. You have these erratic, volatile reactions to things. So I want you to pay attention to like a lot of the same thing that you're saying about your women. It's also things that you are partaking in, that you are an active participant. And a lot of times it's subconsciously. Like I said, they raised you, bro. So all the mannerisms that your mama had, you have. You don't pay attention to it, but I'm asking you to do it. A lot of the mannerisms that your mama had, you have. A lot of the very argumentative nature, you have. A lot of the combativeness, a lot of the cutting off, the not really listening, the not being able to follow a leader. That lives within a lot of men too. The ability that not able to yield. A lot of the things you've seen your mama do, whether there was a man in the house she did it to, or she just did it, or you overheard her conversations, or watch her behaviors, you do today. So the same things you don't like a lot of times in your women live within you. But bro, you can change that. You don't have to live in that way, in that manner, right? There's ways, but you have to acknowledge it, bro. You have to acknowledge those things. Like, yo, our communities depend on these things. Like, real talk, like this is like a very serious conversation that I am trying to have. Our communities depend on this, bro. Like, we too busy, we too caught up trying to blame the women and the women blaming the men. Bro, we gonna be gone. Bro, they're already pushing us out of our neighborhoods. We gonna be gone. Bro, we don't have communities. Our communities are super mixed, and people keep moving in every day and pushing us out every day. We don't have a family structure. The people that are coming in, they have family structure, right? Those are two essential things that we need to survive: family structure and community. And we are losing both of them bad. And the people that are coming in, that if you pay attention, the people that are moving in have those structures in place. And then they got us busy bickering, not just the man with the man, the man with the women with the, like, bro, like this individualistic mindset, bro, it's I'm telling you, you don't have to believe me now. It's gonna be the end of us, bro. Which is why I'm urging the brothers. I'm not even here. Like, yeah, bro, sometimes I make content and I talk to the sisters and whatever. Sometimes I even troll. Sometimes I even, like, just make it for the rage bait, like some people saying. But like on some real stuff, bro, most of the time I'm really trying to talk to the brothers, bro. Because y'all claim to be the more logical ones. Right? You claim to be the more logical ones. But we see every day, bro, dudes be just as emotional. And it's more dangerous because you're more fatal. You're more likely to kill somebody. You're more likely to get into a violent act, not just be a victim of it, but commit it. So it's more dangerous when you out here acting like your mama, bro. And I know you feel like that's disrespectful and you don't want to acknowledge it, but bro, that's where you get a lot of that stuff from. And then you go, if you do take the wing, under the wing of another man, especially them guys out there in the street, right? If you grew up in the streets, a lot of them dudes grew up just like you too in a similar way. So, bro, the community is waiting on our transformation, homie. We don't got time, like, bro, we don't got time for you to be sitting here complaining about what the women doing. Like, I see dudes day to day argue constantly, habitually, about like how it's the sisters' fault and the sisters don't want to listen to the men and the sisters, the baby mamas, and this and that and XYZ and like, the misandrous and the. I'm not saying that those things is not happening. What I'm saying, bro, there's too many of y'all losing sleep over this shit. Bro, a lot of our brothers are effed up, bro, because of something their hands did, bro. We just gotta be real, bro. We gotta be honest about it. A lot of our brothers are in situations that they are in because of what their hands have brought forth, and they will not acknowledge it, bro. They will blame their mama. They will blame their daddy not being there. They will blame it on everything, bro. Bro, in this day and age, you can change your ideology, bro. It's hard work. It's easy to blame. It's easy to say they're the reason. And they're the reason. Bro, they waiting on our transformation. I don't think y'all understand how important it is, bro. They are waiting on our transformation, bro. And then what happened? A lot of y'all fall for the traps of the red pill. You fall for the traps of the red pill. Yo, these dudes is making money off you, bro. This is why I don't respect some of them dudes. Like some of them dudes, they understand you got a problem. They understand you got a faulty masculinity or a sense of manhood. So they shame you, right? They call you a simp. They call you this. They call you that. When really you just confused and you trying to figure it out. But they call you names. They shame you into yielding to them, right? Into going to that side, the red pill. And all they doing is feeding off your pain, bro, and your confusion. And now the stuff that they feeding you, they feeding your pain in your heart. You developing some kind of disdain for these chicks. You developing a certain kind of ideology or mentality against your sisters, bro, your women. And I'm not saying that some of the things that are being said is not happening. That's not what I'm saying. I want you to hear me out. I want you to hear me clearly, bro. They understand where you're coming from, because some of them dudes came from the same place, bro. But they realize an opportunity to monopolize and make money of your suffering, homie, and your confusion. So they feed you these narratives, they feed you these stories, and you consume them. And then there's this back and forth banging. And the women too. Our sisters are in pain, bro. And some of the pain that they're feeling, we caused it. Or we wasn't able to protect them. We wasn't able to be there for them. So of course they're going to have resentment, bro. Of course they're going to feel some kind of way towards us. Of course there's going to be friction, bro. There's healing that needs to be done. There's healing that needs to be repaired. The harm. But what you so concerned about is banging on them. You so concerned about getting one up on them, winning arguments. You acting just like your mama, bro. You more concerned about being right than repairing the harm. We're not even approaching conversations from a healing standpoint. We're not even approaching conversations from a point of like, yo, let's repair this. And yo, if the sisters that you bring that to are not with it, move around, bro. Stop giving them attention. Yo, I swear to God, bro, like, when I encounter chicks, bro, and she comes with this mindset of division, of divisiveness, of competition against her counterpart, bro, you all the way turn off. I don't even want to engage with you. I don't, in no type of way, as a friend, as nothing. Sometimes I'm not even trying to change. I'm not even trying to do anything. Get into a conversation, make you understand. Sometimes I don't even want to waste my time, bro. Move around, bro. We got work to do. We don't got time to be wasting with some people. But brothers, the community is waiting on our transformation. I guarantee you, bro, the moment you stop feeding into that stuff and you start working on your philosophy, your ideology, right? Because you're already being fed this filthy water by these dudes, right? That red pill stuff and the stuff way before that we've been fed, right? So we got to change our philosophy and our mindset, right? So we could think differently, right? So we could change our behavior, so we could change our attitude, so we could change our actions. It's the only way. We got to have a philosophy of trying to heal our communities, bro. There's been harm done both ways. But, bro, if you sitting here waiting on the women to save our communities, bro, you bugging, bro. You bugging. If you think you're going to beat them or over-argue them into a place of agreeing and coming back or working cooperatively, like if you think that's how you're going to get it, bro, you tripping. And I don't want to make this video too long, but I need you to understand, bro. You act just like your mama, bro. And it's okay. I'm not saying that to you trying to play you. I understand, bro. When you're raised in a certain way, no community, daddy not in the house, all these other things that are happening, it makes sense, bro, and that's part of the plan. But we got to stop banging on each other, bro. And you got to know when to move around. You don't got to beat them in the head with the information. Bro, they're going to pay attention. You say you don't like a certain kind of woman, stop engaging with them. That's it, bro. You claim you want a certain kind of woman, then pay attention to those kind of women. And this is just one aspect of our transformation, bro. This is just one concept of our transformation. But we got to get it right, bro. It's work that we got to do. Gotta change the way you think. You gotta work on your self-image, bro. A lot of us have a distorted self-image. So you know what happens? These other dudes get a hand of us and they try to tell us, it's okay, bro, I'm here to help you. You can pay for my course. You can do this, you can do that. Boom, boom, boom. They making money off you, bro. And you consume this stuff because you in pain, bro. You've been hurt. Maybe your mama hurt you. Maybe some of these girls played you. They treated you a certain way. And now you out there wilding out. Misusing women. You know what I'm saying? Or banging on them. Like, you're banging on each other. Bro, whatever they do, you don't gotta replicate that behavior, bro. You're acting just like your mama again. Bro, we supposed to neutralize. Sometimes, bro, chicks be trying to pick arguments. Depending on which moment they get me, they might get a different person. But most of the time, bro, they try to pick arguments. And I'll be like, all right. And don't get me wrong. You can have a dialogue. An argument doesn't mean it's negative. But when I know some people just want to argue to be right, or some people just they just want to bang, or they come in with the misandrous stuff. Like I don't need to engage, bro. I don't need to return the energy. Sometimes I do though. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You need to stop acting like your mama, bro. In any encounter, bro, somebody got to be the negative charge. Y'all both can't be the positive charge. Y'all both can't be the negative charge. We got to learn to stop matching energy, bro. And neutralize it and get along. We're restoring our community, bro. Restoring our neighborhoods. Some of these neighborhoods, they might not never be the same, bro. We damn near lost them. But the point is, don't lose yourself, bro. And find somebody that it's about the community, bro. That it's about the vision. And build with them, bro. That's what it's about. Build with them. Build with them, bro. But they're waiting on our transformation, bro. And even if you don't do it for nobody else, bro, even though we got a duty to one another, bro. Because what's coming, bro, we ain't going to survive this if we keep going the way we going. Do it for yourself, bro. Do it for yourself, bro. Change your mindset. Change your philosophy. So we can change your attitude. Your thoughts. Your behaviors. And let's take a more healing approach, bro. I know we hurting. But can we all just get along? I feel like that's a line for something. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Y'all have a good one. Peace.